Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Revana Zulaika. This is video storytelling for complete final exam. Night Aaron. It was my father who first told me about Sir Lancelot and King Arthur and all the rest of them, and I was just a little boy the first time that Sir Lancelot come to visit me. I was in bed in the bedroom at the top of the stair, and he rode right up the staircase on his horse, with his lance and his armor and everything, and stood at the end of the bed, with the horse rearing up every now and then, and making the kind of gurgling sound that horse make. Will he talk to me? He kept his visor down so that I could not see his face, but his voice was very clear and powerful. He said I was never going to see his face, and he was right, I never have. He said he would always be there to help me or any maiden in distress that I might happen to hear about, and that if I could come along with him on some of his adventures. Well, you can imagine how I felt about that. I could not wait. I said I want to go and have an adventure right away. And we did. We went to Comlet first, and he showed me the castle and the moat and the drawbridge and the round table, and I met Merlin and Guinevere and Sir Galahad, and I watched them practicing word fighting and jesting and having feasts, and Silence called instructed me to some of the maidens in distress that he had rescued. They had all fallen in love with him, of course, and would never love him. But his heart belonged to Guinevere, and so he would not let them give him a hug or a kiss. I said they could hug me instead, but they did not seem very interested in that. After we'd been in Camelot for a while, we went reading, with me sitting behind Saint Scarlet on the back of the saddle, and the one a maiden who was being kept prisoner in a tower by a horrible one-eyed giant about 10 feet tall. Siren Color told him he had better let her go if he did not want to be put to the sword. That's what knights do to you if you are bad. They put you to the sword. Needless to say, the giant would not let the maiden go. So Siren Color had to put him to the sword. Then the maiden fell in love with Siren Color and want to stay with him forever. He did not want her, of course. He did not seem to want to live with maidens. Just rescue them. Like I said, his hair belonged to Guinevere. Speaking for myself, I would have been content with one or two of the maidens. Even Chockway been away for today, and we were able to get back to my bedroom by morning. That was because Merlin called the magic, of course. My parents never knew that I had been away. He come back other night, and we went on other adventure. Sometimes he rode right up the stair like he did on the first night, and sometimes he would leave the horse out on the driveway. I used to look down at it in the moonlight, a beautiful pure white stallion, nibbling the law and making that little gurgling sound again. We fought and killed a dragon, put into the sword because it had been eating virgins, which are a kind of maidens. It was a very big dragon, bigger than a red London bus. Another time we found a witch who was casting evil spell that made women give birth to these babies, and stopped to cow giving any milk. We had to burn her at the stake, like on bonfire night, because that's the only way you can kill a witch. If you put them to the world, they just come again to life again. Even after my father left my mother, Siren Scarlet kept coming to pick me up at night and taking me out on adventure. In fact, I think he came even more often after that left. He never weakened my mother, she never heard the armor rattling, or the feet on the stair, or the horse making that little gurgling sound. And I was always back in my bed before the morning. Then Larry came and started visiting my mother. He had a very long voice and did not treat her very nicely, but she seemed to like him never stressed. They used it to go to drinking, and the would come back, him talking loudly and 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 logging quits a lot, and sometimes he would stay until the morning. I noticed that he used to hurt Hell Creature tightly by the shoulder, and once I saw him throw him down on the sofa very roughly. And we was not lodging that night. That was never rock with Mom like that. He knew how you were supposed to treat maidens. I was worried about Larry. I did like him. The next time I saw Silent Scarlet, I asked him about my mom and Larry. He agreed with me. He said that Larry sounded like the kind of man who deserved to be put to the sword. So I reminded him that he had said he would help me if ever I need help, or if ever I come across a maiden in distress, and this seemed to fit both description. I know my mother was a bit old to be a maiden, but Silent Scarlet said that did not matter, and it was definitely a cause for passing to the world. But he could not use Excalibur because that was a special secret sword. He would need a ordinary sword, Lord Larry. I had a look in the kitchen and found a small sword, about 9 or 10 inches long. Silent Scarlet said that would be alright. So we waited for them just inside the door that night, and Silent Scarlet did what had to be done. My mom did not see Silent Scarlet patting Larry to the sword because it was so dark, and she just ran out screaming and screaming. She could not really remember anything about it afterward, and because of these people seemed to get the idea that it had been my dad who had put Lori to do sword. I told them it was not, that it had been Silent Scarlet, but they would listen to me. They said I had just been in bed and had dreamed about Silent Scarlet, so there was nothing I could do. I could not stop them from putting that in prison. My mom started to cry quite a bit after then. I sealed be sleep in her bed a lot of the time. I did not like it when my mom cried. Silent Scarlet could not come, of course, while it was in her bed. My mom and I went to visit that in person about once a month. I sometimes managed to get a 5-minute touch and my own with him while she went to the toilet or something. And when I did try to explain to him about Silent Scarlet, it was no good trying to talk about Silent Scarlet while Mom was there because she did not approve of me talking about Larry's death. She thought it was too upsetting for me and I should try to forget about it. But they listened, and as time went by, I think he began to understand more about what I was trying to explain to him. He made some kind on arrangement with the people in the prison for me to explain about Syrian scholar to a woman named Dr. Sherman. Dr. Sherman was the first adult who really listened properly to what I was saying about Syrian scholar. She asked a lot of questions and she wrote anything down. I had several talks with Dr. Sherman and then she sent to me another doctor, doctor named Nigel Berry. She asked me to call him Nigel, which was strong for a doctor. Nigel believed me about Sharon Scarlett, so did Dr. Sherman. They were like Sharon Scarlett. There is good that from the prison he was allowed to go home to mom. And they are still together living happily ever after. But they have not let me go home. At least not so far. They put me in prison instead, in a tower in a big house, a kind of castle, where they have a torture chamber in the cellar, and lots of people, but men and maiden, a little cal like this one. I have been here a very long time now, longer than any of the other I think, and I can remember a lot of Christmas dinner, so that must mean I have been here a lot of years, 500 years, something like that. Mom and Dad used to visit me a lot at the beginning, but I don't see much of them now. The people here have told me that I may be allowed to go home someday, but it does not sound to me like they think it's going to be very soon. There is something extremely odd going on in this place. Nobody allowed to have, and the doctor and nurse torture them all day long, so that some of them have gone completely crazy. My mom and dad say that they are trying to help me, but I cannot see it. The only help I need is help to get out of here. You would think that would understand, having been imprisoned himself. Of course, what they don't know is that I can get out of here anytime I like, because there is someone who really will help me, Sharon Scarlett. He can come and visit me again now because I have a bedroom all to myself. It just one floor down from the very top of the tower. But he say it is not time just yet. He wants me to stay for him first. Find out what's going on here, what the doctor are going to people. That's all right with me. I am a very good spy. The head doctor, Dr. Carliman, is an evil wizard who scares everybody, and I makes them go mad sometimes. He made Cecil kill himself by cutting his wrist while he was having a bath, and he made Lorraine have a fit and crack her head on the wall of the laundry rooms. Lots of stuff like that happens here. Nurse Gun Chuan would pulse with a funny account. She is a witch and she is in charge of the drug chamber in the cellar. There is a maiden named Judith who lives just above me, in the top room in the tower, and Nurse Gun takes her down to the torture chamber every time she cries, and Judith cries a lot. They tie her up and climb her to a table, and then they give her electric shock. After she is been down there, you do not see her for a while. You do not hear her either. She is probably too frightened to do anything but lie in bed after she is been down there. I have told Judith that if she does not cry, then maybe they won't give her electric shocks. But she does not want to talk about it. Judith has long brown hair and big dark eyes, and she is very pretty. She is so pretty, I think she might Be a princess instead of a maiden. Yes, I am crazy is a princess. Maybe wait, that's why she won't let me kiss her. I've tried and she don't like it. Not everybody is allowed to kiss a princess. Just princess, I think, and nice. I'm sure she is kiss Charlotte Scarlet alright. I got a whole list of people now that Charlotte Scarlet is going to have to put off the sword. There is Dr. Lehman of course, and Dr. Petzl and Jack, Nurse Robinson, and Nurse Flower, and Nurse Gun. Of course, Nurse Gun is a witch, so she'll have to be burned some of under as well. It's hard to be sure, since Scarlet will know the right thing to do. When the men were passing the corridor, I saw this little plastic container of something called turpentine substitute inside on the label that is highly inflammable, and there is a little picture of a live flame and a stack. I have it hidden in my secret compartment behind the piece of white stuff that they used to block off the old fireplace in my room. If you know where to pull it, it comes right out, and there is a space behind it, like a little cupboard. I'm the only one who know about it. I have got other things in there as well. There is a sword that's made for Lion Scarlet so that he would not have to use Excalibur. I made it out of an iron bar that's the workmen left behind the team that they had very scoring at the back of the main building. I got a hard backstone as well and have been sharpening it with that. But it just it took a very long time. But it's ready now. It's ready for Siren Scarlet when he needs it. And I have got matches and all newspaper and the thick the and bits of wood. Things that Siren Scarlet will need for burning witches. I think it might be best for him to burn everyone here after she is put them to the sword, just to be on the safe side. He'll rescue Princess Jadid, of course. I'm not sure if he's rescued any princess before, but he probably is. That's even better than rescuing maidens. After she is rescued, Princess Judith won't have to cry anymore. Maybe Siren Scarlet will marry he instead of Guinevere. I think she is prettier than Guinevere. Hey, who's that? I have just heard Siren Scarlet armor rating somewhere near by, and I have had a look out the window. His horse is down in the carpet, chewing and some of the leaves in the floor bed. You can see it by the light of the big lamp in the middle. Said Scarlet must be just outside on the stair, waiting for me. It's better get the sword and the therapeutic subtitle and all the other things. She is got a lot of work to do. Don't worry, Princess Jadid, don't cry anymore. It's almost over now. We are going to be free and happy ever after. I'm ready since Scarlet. It's time for all this evil to be slipped away. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.